Now, Mr. Karthikeya Talreja has given me a brief. In other words, he's asked me that I would work on controlling the performance while letting go, which in other words means watching yourself perform while you are performing, or detaching yourself from yourself. When an actor is performing, he is supposed to be, one part of the actor is supposed to be watching what he is doing. Now mind you, when we talk about the performance, we are talking about a performance which has been rehearsed, which is either for the camera or a play which is being performed in front of an audience. It's not a performance as in a rehearsal. Now what is acting? What do you understand by the term acting? Acting means doing something. That's it. Now you don't have to be an actor to act. You are acting all the time. Whenever we make an action, we are doing something. Okay? Listening is also acting, but let's not get into all that. Now those of you who say okay, acting is about atmosphere and acting is character, yes, of course, but later on. How can you perform a character when you don't know how to perform a character? Character and things, all that will come much later. We don't have to worry about that now. We are going to start at the basics. For those of you who think it's very simple, it is very simple, but do it in the spirit that I have approached, because I'm trying to take you into a world where you can observe yourself doing what you are doing. Now it won't happen the first time. It may happen wrong the first time. It may not happen the second time. Don't worry. Just as in animal life or natural life, what happens when a lion is hunting? He's doing something, right? He's hungry, so he's going to catch an animal to eat. He's beginning something, he's doing something, and ultimately he'll eat the animal. But he is not acting. He is behaving in a natural way. And that is what all good acting is all about. If somebody tells you, okay, oh, you have to act like, say, hey, how are you, man? Hey, how? That's not acting. That is something else. Acting is real human behavior. Something which you say, ah, that's a good performance. What do you think is a good performance? Quickly tell me, what do you think is a good performance? It is natural. It is believable. Believable. It could be natural, but it may not be believable. I mean, if I scratch my ear like this, it's natural because my hand does allow me to take it here, nothing unnatural, but it's not believable. I'm adding so much more to it. This is more natural. This might be because if I'm a right-handed person, I might tend to do whatever it is. So what we are doing is we are talking about basic human behavior, behavior which is to be found in all nature. A lion doesn't have to behave like a lion. He's a lion. He knows. Even when he's sleeping, he's a lion. Everybody knows. He knows. You know. I know. So you don't screw around with a sleeping lion. Okay? By the same token, what happens when a bird is singing? Birds just sing. They just do it. They don't do it because somebody is going to give them any marks. They say, what a beautiful song, how nice, etc., etc. And they will do it exactly the way they are supposed to. So, a myna will sound like a myna. A crow will sound like a crow. A peacock will sound like a peacock. Parrots can imitate, but that's a different territory. Parrots have a parrot voice. Okay? If a parrot speaks to you and you don't know there's a parrot, you probably think it's a human voice speaking. So what does a parrot do? How does a parrot sound? Quickly. Anybody heard a parrot? You've all heard crows and mynas. Okay? So just doing something in a completely natural way, that is what we are going to be talking about today. And when we are doing those actions, you will find that you will be observing yourself doing those actions. In other words, you will be controlling. Later on, you will control the performance because right now all these things that we are going to do are basically just actions. What is the difference between an actor who is performing and somebody like you and me just doing whatever you are doing? I'm talking to you. I'm not performing. I'm just talking to you. I'm imparting something, I'm sharing something with you, and I expect that you will respond and you will react to it. So, but an actor, when he is performing, is experiencing something. In other words, all the emotions and everything, whatever, he's experiencing something, and at the same time, he's observing himself experiencing all that. That is why he'll do it right. Otherwise, he'll do it wrong. He has rehearsed it in a certain way. So, if I'm supposed to, in the performance, go and sit here, everybody knows he's going to sit here, and I don't sit there and I go and sit there, what will that mean? It will disturb the pattern. It will no longer be something that has been rehearsed. It will be unexpected without any reason. All acting, professional acting, stage acting, cinema acting, everything has to be a reason. Okay? When you write a script, there has to be a reason. So you have to write a good story, right? You've got to write a story. And you know that you're going to write a shit story. You know it. Even when you are writing, you know, okay, yaar, ye to bakwas, this is not good. Cut it out. Let me write something else. So you're observing yourself. Everything that you do, you're observing yourself. An actor is doing it more consciously because that's the nature. He has to deliver. Your story is coming alive in a screenplay, in dialogue form, through his performance. The image is coming alive through his performance, whether it's a mid-shot, close-up, long shot, etc., etc. Everything is happening through this instrument called the actor. He is the visible form, what audiences see and what audiences react to. So, if the actor feels an emotion and he feels it well, the audience will share it with him and the audience will feel with him. Otherwise, he'll be crying and making all kinds of noises and the audience is not moved. So what's the point of crying? What's the point? Because the audience is not going to feel that emotion. Okay? So the actor is experiencing and observing simultaneously. In other words, while he is letting himself go, he is also controlling himself. He knows exactly how to do what he is supposed to do. What is a performance? When you say okay, this is a performance, whether it is one shot, one scene, one act of a play, one bit of a movie, what is a performance? It is what we call rehearsed behavior. You have rehearsed something once, twice, thrice, 4 times. So if I come and shake hands with you or I say, give me that bag, give me the bag, thank you. Now we do take 2. Now you have to sit exactly the way you were sitting. Do you know how you were sitting? No, that's not how you were sitting. You see, so we don't observe ourselves in real life. An actor has to do that. Otherwise, there will be a continuity jerk. And I'd say, give me the bag. Now, this is not how you gave me the bag the first time. So, you'll have to do it 10 times, 20 times, 200 times till you get it right. Because until you get it right, nobody is going to take the shot. Until you get it right, I'm not going to let you in front of the audience. You have to rehearse. You've got to get it perfect. Rehearsed behavior. Because going up, taking the bag, him giving the bag is behavior. I'm behaving in a certain way, he's behaving in a certain way.